doing the show on Monday. Yeah, he just told me that like just now.
Let me see where it's at. I see if I
I
can
know
make.
that's last minute, obviously. I know that's last minute as hell, but
Hey, that's where I started doing comedy at.
Oh, you do
Out
comedy?
there.
Or you did comedy?
I was out there until I was out there making the white people laugh. But then I moved to Brooklyn, New York. I couldn't make the niggas laugh, so I started doing the podcast. Hey, that shit,
hey, different universe.
Hey, it's a little different ball game.
Hey,
he going through it, right? He going through it.
His ass was hurting. He thought shit was sweet. Niggas is unforgiving. Them white people give you a pity clap. Like,
yeah, they do.
Hey, they care about that king shit in comedy. They gonna roast your ass in comedy.
Hey, he was out here going through it. Hey, I tried to do a show out here. Man. When I first got here, my father-in-law set it up. So he was like, "Yo," I was like, "Yo, I can get on." He was like, "Yeah, shit." He said, "Just show up to the show. Tell them you know me. You good. They give you 5 minutes, man." Look, so he said, "Go there. Tell them you know Doug Diesel." So I'm like, "All right, bet." Nigga, I get there. I'm like, they like, "Who the fuck are you?" Like, "What up?" I'm like, "Nigga, Doug Diesel sent me." They're like, "Nigga, who the fuck?" They like, "Who the fuck is that?" And I'm like, so I call him. I call him back. I say, "They don't know you here." He was like, "Yeah, I know, man. I just, just ask some niggas, can you do 5 minutes, man? Open up for everybody." I'm like, "Bro, you can't do that to me."
Set you up for failure. You on the dummy mission?
No, so they gave me 5 minutes, but like, that shit ain't go good though.
Hell no, it didn't. Hell no.
Cause it's a thing, and you can probably attest to it. Like, if they don't know you, it don't matter. Sometimes it don't matter what you say. Like, you could probably say something funny, but some people gonna look at you still suspect. Some people might giggle and laugh, but it was just weird here because they were like, the culture is different because they West Indian, they not American, so they want to hear you make fun of their culture.
I mean, and then you just gotta say some shit that's relevant to what they know
exactly.
About and around and shit. Yeah,
and I had just moved here, so it was like I'm doing the shit I was doing in Oceanside.
Yeah, that's a different universe.
You done shit. You're
like, no shit about no beach like, that ain't got no garbage on it.
All day. They're like, "Get this nigga out of here, bro." Like, but only thing saved me was the dude after me was like they laughed at me a little. Like, so I got some chuckles. He got zero, so he just walked off the stage.
Yeah, he bombed. Yeah,
that nigga was like, "I'm out of here. Fuck y'all." I was like, "Damn, I guess I did. I ain't do too bad." But welcome to the Just Two Black Brothers podcast. I'm DJ Pierre. This Politickin. We got the homie Walter Floyd, the comedian out of San Diego, Mission Valley with the white folk. What up? What up? What up? What's going on with you?
It's Walter Ford, by the way. But
hey, look, man.
Another Walter.
Yep, that's another one. There's a whole bunch of Walters out there, courtesy of me. Walter Ford. My fault. I called him Walter Floyd, not to confuse it with George Floyd or anything like that. Rest in peace. We got Walter Ford here. What up with you, sir?
Man, I'm blessed. What's going on, man? I'm really honored to be on here. Y'all be going up. I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? So
appreciate that.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
You got to go there. I'll ask you who your favorite comedians. I see you got Richard Pryor in the background.
Yeah. Well, those are vinyls. I'm trying to collect vinyls. So yeah, those are Richard Pryor. I'm gonna have to go with George Carlin, Eddie Murphy, and Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle definitely in my top
4-way tie. Yeah,
they in my top. They in my top ones. How much the vinyls cost?
How much the what?
How much the vinyls cost? They going for a lot?
I got those for as a tip for my job. So I don't know how much they cost.
Ooh, that's a good.
I work at a dispensary and I drive people weed around. And they was like, "Oh, you a comedian? Take this." And I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Shit.
Yeah, we say y'all know.
I thrifted. They like $15, $20 though.
I would say another comedian I've been liking. Like I didn't know he was that funny because I always just listen to him how he talks now. But man, Dick Gregory, he was funny as hell.
Oh, Dick Gregory was that nigga.
He was like Chappelle before Chappelle.
He was like he was like the original black comedian talking to white people however the fuck he wanted to.
No.
He was the first, like the first. Like if you watch that special they got of him on HBO that Kevin Hart and somebody else executive produced.
Yeah.
He that dude. He was like the original, and he gave up his whole career to be with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Yeah, I didn't even know they said that shit said I guess John Lennon wrote Imagine when that fool gave him like a little Bible poem book. Then he wrote Imagine off that shit. Dick Gregory gave him a book. He wrote Imagine off that shit. I was like, damn.
I ain't know that shit.
Yeah, I didn't know that shit either. But I looked that shit up. I was like, damn, because he said it in an interview, so I looked it up. I was like, damn, that shit true. Yeah, he said he the one that got John Lennon clean before he died. He knew I do all that shit. He knew I do a lot of shit.
Hey, we were just talking to the last guest about, I was like, shit, I like to make jokes. So if I was in the prison or the jail and some dudes was running up on me, could I stop the attack by telling a joke? And that nigga was like, nah, you gonna probably get fucked up still.
Yeah, maybe in regular life situation, maybe not jail or nothing. I feel like in jail you gotta out crazy the crazy motherfucker. I really think that's what it is. It ain't really gonna be jokes, but it's gonna be like, you gonna beat my ass? I'm gonna beat my ass. You gotta do something like that. You know what I'm saying?
What Bar Lawrence told him. If you want to hit me, if you want to hit this ass, you gotta be desperate because I'm finna walk around and shit everywhere I go, nigga.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta be, you right. You probably gotta be more crazy than them niggas, man. So who got you in the comedy? I know you gave us your top four-way tie, but what was it that you saw where you was like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do, or what happened?
Well, first off, happy 420 because we in this thing.
I got champagne, shit, so y'all go ahead.
Yeah, so 420, hey, it's still something. I got into it on some humbug bullshit because I went to Ball State University, and right before I went to Ball State, I watched American Pie Beta House. So in that movie, it's the young dude, and he in high school, and he going to college for his orientation. And Stifler is his cousin, and Stifler is that nigga. He like, got run all the parties, he get all the females, where the teachers fuck with, everybody fuck with. So I was like, I seen that shit, and I was like, I'm gonna be the Black Stifler. And then I went to college, and I was just a class clown, acted up, and my guy was like, "Hey, bro, you funny as hell. You should do this comedy. This I think it was an open mic. This comedy show they got on April Fool's Day." And I flunked out of Ball State, so my nigga let me use his student ID. My friend set up the event. She was like the university event coordinator, whatever. So she let me do it. And it was 3 people on there. I never forget, one dude was named Derek Fisher. It was this buff white dude named Derek Fisher. The host was ass, and then it was me. And then I did it. And everybody there was like, yo, that was hilarious. And then I kept doing it after that. And that was the first time. And then I just kind of did it after that. Now we here 7 years later.
And I got a question about the process. So the process, do you go into it? You think of something that you jot a note down to how you remember it, or is that how you come up with some of your material, or are you going off the? Are you writing? Are you actually writing it down like an artist would do if they making a song?
It's kind of both. You know, everybody's different. It ain't like a set whatever. Like some niggas do it like the Jay-Z version. They be like, I just remember the joke. I can't do all that.
Yeah.
So I do the notebook swag. So I got a notebook. This is giving all the game right here too. So like I got a mentor too. So my mentor opens for Cat Williams. So he be putting me on Super Game. But anyway, well, my process, at least what I do, I just kind of, it's regular life, something in regular life funny as hell. And I got a notebook, or I just put it in my phone, and then I just come back to it. And then I got a microphone in my room and a mirror, and I just, go through it, and then you try it on stage, and then you keep what doesn't work, or you keep what works, get rid of what doesn't work, and then you try it on stage again, and then you keep what works, and then you kind of go like that, and then you got.
That's how you create like your master set, basically, right?
I mean, yeah, it kind of goes. It more so goes by minutes. Okay, so it's like in the comedian terms, it goes by bits. So a bit is like a main idea or like a subject. So the bit can be 3, 5, 10, 2, 30 minutes. That's like the bit, you know what I'm saying? And within the bit is the jokes. You know what I'm saying? So the bit is like about marriage. So I got all these jokes about marriage. I'm talking about marriage for 10 minutes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then this is also giving away the game. Damn, let's give it all the game. Every hour special is 6 10-minute bits or 4 15-minute bits or a mixture of both.
Gotcha.
And that's how you get to 60 minutes. So if you
So
break down a comedy like a special, it's 6 bits. You know what I'm saying? It's 6 main ideas or something like that.
so you you were saying that you got the mirror, so and then you just go you rehearse that, then you do it at the show. So you're not really practicing it on people before you do your show.
Well, when I say I go to the show, it's an open mic. So what? So
Okay.
It's a difference. So I'm not on the level where I'm doing hours every day yet.
Gotcha.
So you go to the mic, try it out. Like I said, and then the shows are on the weekend. So you try out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday are the money days. That's when you try out. That's when you have it already ready to go, perfected already.
So
you know
for somebody that's
my bad. What'd you say?
No, you good. No, my bad. No, I was gonna say, so to anybody who listening who would like to be a comedian,
yeah,
you gonna bomb. You gonna bomb.
Yeah. You gonna bomb 100 times, 100,000 times, nigga. 100. I'm from Indiana, fam. I'm from Gary, Indiana. I started at Ball State, so I was in buttfuck nowhere, Indiana. Like racist as hell. I'm in Crawfordsville, Indiana. There is no nigga afoot for 40, 50 miles. No niggas
all
afoot.
day.
And I'm there talking about crackheads and fucking.
They like that shit though, huh?
And no, they don't. No, they don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I walked in this place. They was like, "I'm surprised they let you in here." I was like, "You said that out loud, nigga? What?" That shit was different. So yeah, I bombed for like a whole year, and then I moved to California, and then I bombed for a couple more years.
Hey, California, man.
You have a couple good moments though.
Yeah, you do, and I feel like it depended on the crowd. When I was there, like they would come up to me after. They'd be like, "You can't, you say a lot of curse words. You might want to tone that down when you come back next week or something." Little shit like that. But like, I think I was raunchy when I was doing that shit. But moving here, I just said, "Fuck it, I ain't doing it no more." I just make my wife laugh now and shit. So
yeah, that's you in the Mecca though. That's where it really get down. It really get.
Yeah, you gotta really be on your shit too.
It get down in New York, fam. I'm trying to go there and see what's up, like contest with the big boys, with the big kids. You know what I'm saying?
I noticed with you though, man, like even like you just come across like kind of naturally funny, like even not in your like when you just be doing stuff on Instagram, it'd be funny to me.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Well, I think it's like with anything in the world, it's people that are good at something, and then you can practice and you can be great. And I think it's people that are great at something, and then you can practice and put the work in, and then you get to elite or like mastery level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
you just got to master that talent that you was born with.
Yeah. I think I'm just blessed. You know what I'm saying? Well, I look at it like the only thing that sounds good in every language is your name and laughter. And comedy is like a way to connect motherfuckers. And I fuck with that. I figured out as an adult, I get energy from being social or like connecting people or being with people and shit. That's kind of like mine.
Yeah, and it's a lot of shit that go on now.
Fulfillment.
It's a lot of stuff that go on now that give you a lot of material.
Oh yeah. But it's always been like that though. So look at it like this. This is something else for anybody who wants to be a comedian. Don't try to be a comedian. Just be yourself and be funny. So like you said, it's like a lot of people because it's like you try to be a version of something
Right.
instead of just being yourself. You know what I'm saying? So damn, I was gonna say something, but this weed is good as fuck. What was I
No,
just
hey, but no, that's real talk because what can happen to some people is they may be naturally funny, right? But they try to
It's a skill, though.
entertain. So it's like
Yeah.
you going out of what you. So your reason why you want to be a comedian is because you funny and everybody tell you. But now you about to do a show. You
It's a
think you got
formula,
to do
yeah.
some corporate thing and you ain't nobody laughing.
It's a formula. Okay, so here, let me tell this too. So I can remember this. Every comedian, you got a base or like the formula. This is like your, I don't want to say like your Bible, but this is home. Premise, setup, punchline. So premise is the main idea. That's the subject of what we're talking about. That could be assumed too. You don't got to explain it all the time. Setup is the amount of information, the least amount of information that I give you, so you can understand the funny part. And it does. This part isn't funny at all. It's not funny whatsoever. And the punchline is the funny part, and that's like the aha moment. That's like a connection. It's a twist. What else? It's a surprise. It's at the end of the day, I'm finna really ruin comedy for you. The theory of comedy is taking a person one story and then immediately taking them to a left story without them understanding the intervention or like the change of the stories. So anyway, so that's the premise is set up in a punchline. So that's what it is. The punchline, the funny part.
And
When you look at all comedy, it's like that. Even Charlie Chaplin, who was the nigga that he fucked up though. He a fucked up dude. He like married little kids or something like that. He fucked up dude. But back then, when they didn't have sound, he was funny as fuck. So they was like, it was the same concept. They was like, he got a note. It was him at his crib. He walked in. It was a note, and it said his wife, and it said, "You need to stop drinking. That's why I'm leaving you, wife." And then he looking at it, and then he turned around, and he started shaking his shoulders and shit. He looked like he crying. And then he turned around, and he's shaking like a martini little shaker thing. And then he pulled that shit up, you know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing, it's just without sound, you know what I'm saying? So all comedy is like that. That's how all movies work.
Hey.
That's how all stand-up works. But yeah,
I was gonna say, man, you give up a lot of game, man. Because I interviewed Linnell. When I interviewed Linnell, she was like, "Oh, we'll talk about this shit." She was like, "I just do this shit." She didn't say shit. Crazy. I was trying to get that shit for her. She was like, "Hell no!" So you done a lot of shit.
She famous. She trying to get, she up there.
Yeah. I was watching her on live today. My wife said, she said, "Why you just sitting there watching Lunel?" I said, "No, Lunel funny, yo. But it's natural. It's natural life shit funny. Like she's sitting there eating a fucking sandwich, telling you what she went through today, and that shit funny.
Nah, she just a real one. Yeah, she real.
Hey, that's why what you were saying about the way the set is and the way the joke is. It's funny that you said that because I was just watching Mike Epps' new joint, and he had a thing where, and this might think about Mike Epps. I was saying, like I agree with what you said because he used the same gestures, body movements, every special, but he might give you a different story within those
the words.
Within those, change the words, but give you those same expressions. So he got this. He always got chicken wing, but it's always a different story about the chicken wing. So it makes people laugh because they thinking about what he said the first time, and they still laughing. It's weird with him though, but he's like probably like one of my favorites because he give you shit that you can relate to, man. Like
Mike Epps said.
Yeah, I like.
And can I say what I remember? What I was gonna say real quick before I forget it. Okay, so this is the other part of the game. All the best comedians in the world, Mike Epps included though, but more so on his second special or his second Netflix one. Only One Mic. That's like one of my favorite specials ever.
That shit, man.
Oh, that shit had me crying. So, every best comedian in the world, every human on earth, no matter your race, age, religion, color, creed, sexual orientation, IQ, all of that, every human gets happy, horny, hungry, nervous, excited, got a fart,
Got shit.
happy, you know what I'm saying? Happy, you know what I'm saying? So every human feels those emotions. So the best,
Right.
all the greatest, they
tap
all
into
the
that.
best, they appeal to those emotions.
Yep.
And that's
Look.
why they good in front of everybody, because they make it feel human. Like a nigga Mexican, but he can take his situation and put it in a human experience so everybody understands it. Same thing with
Hey.
black community. All the best, you know what I'm saying? They
With you,
they shit. My bad, what you say?
you give it game for real. Because with that only one mic, remember when that nigga was talking about how when that nigga was like, when your wife don't really want to do it, but she do it anyway, you be trying to go all in, but she don't want to, nigga. Hey, you like, say my name. She like, we ain't doing all that shit, nigga. You better get your neck get the fuck up, nigga. Yo, that shit right there, you like, anybody gonna laugh at that. Any man gonna laugh at that because he done been through that shit before. Yeah. But listen, do comedians though, like, this is my thing. Do you see comedians where they try to like remix another comedian shit? Meaning, because look, this is the thing. If I'm not saying exactly what you're saying,
are we stealing jokes?
Well, I guess we could say it in layman's terms, yeah, stealing shit, but they try to like freak it to where they not really saying exactly what that comedian said, but they talking about something similar. Is that appreciated, or are people gonna call you out for that?
I think it's only okay. So at least from my understanding, again, I want to preface that I'm only 7 years, 8 years in the game, 7 years in the game. So I'm, but from my understanding, it's only when you get to a certain level, all the jokes you do, only you can do them, if that makes sense. Like they're all so personal that only you can do the joke. But you can do some shit like Carlos Mencia, where he took all the other people jokes and just put Mexican in front of it. You know what I'm saying? And just did that.
Yeah, them niggas ran up on him about that shit too. Joe Rogan ran up on him with that shit.
Mexican. but yeah, you can do some shit like that. But at the end of the day, everybody gonna know
that you ain't authentic.
Well, what it is, it's like it's 100 million. There's no new jokes, fam. There's nothing new. What's new is perspectives. So you and me can have a joke about going to sleep, but we're never gonna say the exact same thing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though we both got a joke about going to sleep.
Yeah, because I sleep with a sleep type machine on.
Exactly what you say.
And it's about the delivery, because it's the same thing with rap. They talk about the same shit, but people bringing it from different perspectives, different voices, different tones.
That's what I'm saying. So unless I'm taking what you saying exactly word for word, then that's stealing the joke. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel it.
And that's kind of how comedians look at it, or at least that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like from my understanding, that's like when you stealing the motherfucking joke.
You like
I said,
I said.
Took everybody's jokes and then put some Mexican. You just put Mexican in front of them.
They be doing that shit though, like especially now, like you got people. Yeah, they go back and listen to all like the Richard Pryor old shit because they think people don't know it and they say it now, which a lot of people don't know it, but the people that know they're gonna know.
Or they take people that's famous but not super famous, like Bruce or like
people like that,
Lavelle Crawford, some more, you know what I'm saying, Earthquake, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers that's like JB Smooth, people that's famous, they not dummy famous. Like people ain't going out and seeing JB Smooth's comedy special like that. You see what I'm saying? But that nigga's hilarious and he's selling out theaters.
I'm gonna ask y'all, was it which show y'all like the most, Comic View or Def Comedy Jam?
Def Comedy Jam, straight up.
Oh, Comic View,
but Comic View gave a lot of people a chance.
It was cheating because I was before Def Comedy Jam. I didn't get to see that.
Oh, yeah,
I was right at the end.
I think Comic View was
my shit.
Yeah, Comic View was a shit because you saw a lot of different comedians. Well, I guess the Def Comedy Jam was the same way, but
Def Comedy Jam just put niggas on.
Yeah.
I had to beg
Comedy
my parents to watch that
Jam
shit.
Was on what was it, HBO or
Yeah.
Comedy View was on BET, and then that Comedy Jam was on HBO. But
I had to beg to watch that Def Comedy Jam.
no,
Yeah,
that's Martin. That's how Martin, man. Shit, Martin got his shit from Def Comedy Jam.
Y'all seen the Fat Tuesday documentary?
No, I ain't seen it yet.
Y'all gotta see that shit.
That shit good.
That so Fat man, I don't want to ruin it for you, but Fat Tuesday was the first thing, and then Russell Simmons seen that shit and then made Def Comedy Jam.
But
Like Fat Tuesday was the
yeah.
first all-black show. It was Guy Torry. First all-black show. His manager knew somebody at the Comedy Store. I work at the Comedy Store in La Jolla, by the way. They don't hire a lot of niggas either. Shout out to the store. I appreciate
Shout out.
y'all.
Yeah, shout out to who put you on.
Yeah, that's the truth though. But so anyway, he had the first all-black show on Sunset, and this in like the 90s or early 2000s. And it sold out every week for 6 months in the belly room, which is like 100-something people. And then they did the main room, and it sold out every week for 10 years, which is like 200 and 300 people, I think. 3 years. Yeah. And they had like Kobe and Prince, and you know what I'm saying? Like
everybody was there.
Everybody pulled up. Everybody that you can imagine did it too. Like they did the show. Like Chris Tucker, that's how Nick Cannon got put on. He got found out from doing that. Like,
yeah, he took it to make Def Comedy Jam.
Damn, was that right or wrong? Oh, he froze.
Talking about being on there.
Yeah, you had froze for a minute.
Oh, I froze. Oh, my bad.
No, we was asking, was that right or wrong that they took it?
What you mean?
Meaning, was it something where Fat Tuesday they felt this way about Def Comedy Jam coming out?
No,
Okay.
not at all. Not at all. It just talks about how this was the original. This is kind of what like Fat Tuesday was like the seed that started everything else. And then all the other black comedy nights started after Fat Tuesdays, like Chocolate Sundays. They started them all around the world.
Damn.
After Fat Tuesday, yeah.
What's your top comedy stand-up special?
I'm gonna have to go.
If you had to pick one.
Number one, like of all time. It's not the best comedy special of all time, but mine that I go back to all the time is Seriously Funny by Kevin Hart. And I didn't even put him in my top 3, 5.
That's a fact. I wouldn't put him in mine either, but shit was funny.
Seriously Funny was my man.
When it first came out.
Hilarious.
What's yours, Cole?
That shit hilarious.
Yeah.
What about y'all?
Good. That joint fire.
It get me back in my mode. But also I gotta put up there like the Pimp Chronicles, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I was gonna talk about earlier.
Cat Williams,
I was saying I like Cat Williams.
One of them.
I like
one of the greatest of all time, man.
Yeah, then I like Chris Rock. I like them because they get current events and they make that shit funny, and they be talking about the news. That's what like I'd be like,
well,
that's like they doing their research.
They go for that. They Chappelle to go for that. Yeah,
they making it funny. It's like real life shit, but you just making it funny. You like showing people real life shit that we going through, and you making it funny. So I like them comedians.
That's my goal, is to get on Dave Chappelle status. A lot of people gonna be mad at me though. He used to go and do 4 hours, so like every night. Like niggas is doing an hour. And he been doing 4 hours since he was 14. This nigga never had a regular job. Like,
yeah, I got lucky actually. He was at
he 45.
You remember Speckles? I think it's in downtown. I had saw him down there one time. It was like when he shut down from the Comic View, but he started doing the shows a little bit. I called him, man. I was happy. That's like
that's dope. Yeah, that's dope.
That was like
Fam,
2013, I think.
he the GOAT, and he like 46, 47. Think about that. Like, you the greatest of
Oh.
all time, and you're not even 50 years old yet.
Hey,
He started early.
guess what I learned about him though? They said the whole time, they said Dave Chappelle was the damn bear on College Dropout.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he was the bear the whole time. He was always the bear.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yo, that was something that was good. That's something that's good about him too, bro. Like he just a
He always
genuine
in the
good
community,
dude.
man. Remember Block Party? Dave Chappelle's Block Party?
Yeah.
Like, he got the whole hood out for free on the block. Like,
come on, man.
man.
Hey, and the shit that he talk about, you like my favorite man, and I got a lot of moments because I love the Chappelle show, but like when he was talking about them making Bruce Jenner Woman of the Year and how women, bruh, that's the same. He said that's like blackface. Like in a way, how the fuck are you gonna make a man who became a woman of the year and all these goddamn women out here?
Well, I think it was more so like she only been a woman for 1 year.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's more like. She's been a woman for 1 year.
You been one for 1 year. You woman of the year, nigga. God damn. But
nah.
Yeah, but I think my favorite special right now might be Inappropriate Behavior. Mike Etta's first one.
Oh yeah,
the first one.
I think I go with Eddie Murphy Raw. I like Raw.
Oh, Raw. Oh, yeah, Murphy Raw too.
Raw's cool.
Martin Lawrence, Run Tell That. That was a good one.
Run Tell That is that shit.
I still watch Kings of Comedy every now and then.
If we just name a couple of them. I know a couple of them.
I would say they got a lot of like comedian albums on Spotify, just the audios. A lot of them.
Hell yeah. I listen to that shit every day, fam. I drive for my job. I turn that shit on.
Yeah.
Bigger, blacker.
Oh yeah, good stuff right there. Good stuff.
Hold on. Live from Seattle. Don't sleep on Joe Coy. Let's go to my nigga Show a Brother Some Love, Lavelle Crawford.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, that's good stuff.
From the Sunset Strip. I ain't gonna lie, that Richard and Bicentennial nigga is my shit too. A lot of people don't know about those.
I gotta watch that one.
You know,
I gotta watch that
one. I kind of wish I picked up for it. He got like 14, but he only got like 3 recorded.
Oh, okay.
Which is live in concert, live from the Sunset Strip, and then he got one more that's recorded. I forgot. Wanted, I think.
I would say I was a big fan of more after he died, but I wish I would have picked up on him sooner. Patrice O'Neal.
I Need Security. Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
I Need Security. Jamie Foxx is hilarious.
That's when he did the tennis ball joint.
I can tell you how I feel about you, Jamie.
And the white on. And you just said
Patrice O'Neal.
Patrice O'Neal, Elephant in the Room, Beast. Elephant in the Room. Corey Holcomb, Ari Spears.
Man, Corey Holcomb, my guy, yo.
Yeah.
He said he just came from the Hitman office. Nigga, you talking about my music, shit.
That's that nigga.
How you talking about 50 Cent, but you just came from the abortion office? Oh, what you mean?
Oh shit, man, my bad, man. I like T to the motherfucking K. That's my nigga right there.
Oh, TK Kirkland.
Hell yeah, that's my nigga.
No, hey, Deion Cole's last one.
Who raised you?
Yeah, Deion Cole's last one. Nigga.
Deion Cole, that guy, man. Shout out to my guy Ocean, man. He opens for Deion Cole, man.
Oh,
Deion
he do?
Cole, he a beast. And D-Ray Davis.
Oh yeah, D-Ray too. My wife loved D-Ray. You know, they just all came through Brooklyn.
First one. Whatever
they all
D-Ray
just came through here. It was D-Ray, Michael Blackson, DC Young Fly, Lil Duval.
Duval, that dude too.
They all was here. They did a show. They got that No Cap tour going on right now.
What about Cedric Entertainer?
Yeah, that's a legend. That's a legend. We slacking, yeah.
I saw him live too, though. I saw some of my comedians, my favorite ones live. I saw him live too.
I seen Comedy Get Down, fam. It was him, Eddie Griffin, George Lopez, and Who was the last person?
That big dude, Gabriel, Fluffy, that dude.
No, not them four. Eddie Griffin, George Lopez, Cedric the Entertainer. Who was the last nigga on there? I want to say DL, but I don't think it was DL though. I've seen DL.
Yeah, we left a lot of people off. We ain't talk about DL,
Yeah, DL
George Lopez.
He's one of my favorite. Contrarian is my shit.
Oh yeah, we just watched that me and my wife the other day on there.
Is my shit. Hey, watch. I don't know if y'all seen Cedric the Entertainer live from the Ville.
Yeah, that shit
got on Netflix. That made me cry. That made me cry.
You know, yeah, that was a good one too.
So as y'all can tell, I'm like a student of the game.
I think that's how you become a student of the game. If like that's why I say like I ain't an official comedian, but like I just do funny shit. But like it's all for me. Like that last one by what's old boy name? He just got a new special on Netflix.
We gotta give it up to the women too.
Yeah, I think y'all didn't name no women, but we did name Linnell.
I named some more.
Yeah, you named some more.
Ali Wong is hilarious.
Hey, I want to. Hey, if I meet her and she's single and I'm single, we gonna have to do something, nigga. I'm in love with her.
Hey, I would say, you gotta give her props
too. A lot of people don't like Tiffany Haddish. I'm a Tiffany Haddish.
I don't.
They try to blackball her, but Monique, give her props too.
Oh, Monique was cold. Monique,
yeah, cold. Man, they did her dirty.
Monique cold. Hey, Melissa, Melanie Camacho.
Melanie Camacho, cool.
Yep, I fool with her. But I think we have to watch those to become a master. To become a master at it.
Samora is one of my favorite.
She might be top. Ever. She might be top 3.
She's one of my favorite ever.
Yeah.
It's also some white women y'all don't know. I like a little bit of Whitney Cummings and Rachel Feinstein.
Oh yeah, I gotta check them out.
Rachel Feinstein. I'm a fan.
They got Netflix. They got Netflix joints for them, or no?
Yeah, they on Netflix. They on like
one white girl. She was nasty though. She was real ratchet. My wife kind of like
Glazer.
Yeah.
Yeah. She a beast though. Her special is called Bangin'. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, she all right.
Nikki Glazer.
I like her. Nikki Glazer, yeah.
Okay, so this is also another gem. So it's a unspoken rule in comedy. You do all the sex and the nasty and the raunchy shit at the end because you get them on your side first. Usually, you know what I'm saying. Not everybody different.
Don't start out with it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Usually, so she did a whole special. Her first 15 minutes was about her giving head.
Yeah, her dad asked her what she had for breakfast and shit.
15 minutes. She did 15 minutes on her gift. And then it was about fucking. Like that's what it's called. It was a whole hour about fucking. And that shit, to me, it's like going against the grain, going against
you a genius.
And she a female, you know what I'm saying? Talking about fucking. And it was funny.
That joint was good because she said she had just sucked the dude off in the morning and her dad called her and said, "What you just had for breakfast, honey?" She was like, "You don't want to know what I just had." I be watching Amy Schumer joints.
Yeah. Amy Schumer cool. She be stealing niggas' jokes too.
Oh, she do?
I ain't trying to knock nobody. Yeah, she be stealing niggas' jokes. Look that up. Like a lot, like even her TV show, she was stealing niggas' sketches on TV.
I stopped liking her when she said she was when the Will Smith shit happened, she said she's still in trauma about it. I'm like, she said that shit like 2 weeks after. I'm still in trauma and shaken about what I saw on there. I'm like, come on, man. Why are you saying that? Even
that serious? Yeah, he slapped him and they sat back down and he cursed at him.
You thought it was right or wrong?
What was right or wrong?
What he did.
Oh yeah, no, Will Smith was tripping, man. We all know he was tripping, man. But we all. I feel like I heard somebody say it the best, like white people just got to sit this one out.
All day.
Yeah, this is some niggas.
This ain't y'all situation. We understand it, right?
And Will Smith, my idol, man. He was like one of my, not my idol, but somebody I looked up to, like a mentor. And Yeah, I mean, but ain't nobody perfect, man. He a human
Yeah,
being.
shit.
He
I
finna
say that's
fuck
the
up.
first messed up he made in like fucking 30 years almost.
Yep.
Yeah, his
That's a
entire
fact.
career.
So what you
Yeah,
what you
other
work
than
what you
I-
working on? What you working
Well,
on this year for the rest of the year?
Right now I'm working on releasing my first special, so that's my goal. That's my goal. Well, excuse me, I want to work on it and I want to release it next year. Excuse me.
You got the title for it already?
I don't have the title for it yet.
Uh,
Not official. It's not official yet. So I don't want to spill the beans on it yet, but
no, I feel
essentially
it.
that's my goal. Work on that, and also right now I'm producing a show called For Us. It was For Us Fridays, but now it's going to be called For Us Sundays. It's going to be every once a month at the Laugh Factory at San Diego. So my goal is to bring a staple to the city and downtown and make it like a grown and sexy kind of all black event that we got. And my goal is to make it every week eventually.
Shout out Steve Sirianni.
Yeah,
That's my guy.
shout out Steve.
Shout out
So,
Steve. Yeah.
so I'm trying to go the Fat Tuesday route, man. I'm trying to just
Yeah, that's
build
gonna
it
be dope.
and make it like I said. And we did the first show was
hey,
last Friday. It was 2 shows. I had my mentor out here. Shout out Big Weezy. Bilal Young, Cree Russian, Lisa Gilbert. It was hilarious. And she just dropped her dry bar special, got 3 million.
Damn.
It was cool. Yeah, so it was a good time. It was a good time. And my goal is to kind of just build on that and work on this hour.
And
Work on this hour.
where can the people come watch you perform?
So I'm at the Comedy Store in La Jolla. I work there. So we get to perform every Tuesday or Thursday. Depends on the week. But follow me. Okay, so my bad. Doing that. And then also I'm gonna be doing the show every month at the Laugh Factory. But to find everything is gonna be on my link tree, which is mostly on my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Everything's the same. It's gonna be Real Walter Ford, REAL, and then Walter Ford, FORD, like the truck built tough. That's it.
yeah, we say, oh, that's you. Do you know who Chris Spencer is?
Hell yeah, I know who Chris Mitchell
Hey,
is. I
you know,
was show with him the other day, fam. I'm salty.
yeah, I was say he used to actually like back in the day, it was like probably like '06. He used to do shows in San Diego weekly and shit. I remember I went to one of them. I think me and you went to one of them, Fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to. He used to
For
host
real?
them shit.
That's
Yeah, he used to host them back in the day. So if you ask him about that shit, if you ever talk to him,
No, I'm finna see him. He finna pull up to the Comedy Store, so I am gonna ask him about it. That's funny as
yeah.
hell.
Yo, can you tell jokes on doing a stand up in a way where it's like you tell like, look, man, I remember I had told this joke one time. I got in trouble for it, but it was like a joke about a bowling ball truck, and it was a bowling ball truck driving down a freeway. And what happened was it was an accident, and the truck swerved out of the way to miss the accident. And when it did that, it overturned, and all the bowling balls rolled into this field. And these 2 little black kids is riding through that same field on some bikes. And a cop, when he pulled up, he was like, damn. He saw the bowling balls and the little boys. He said, calling all cars. I just observed a field full of nigga eggs. And 2 have hatched and stole some bikes.
Are you for real? That really happened, or is that just a joke he said?
So that's a joke.
Okay. I was like, nigga eggs. I was
Hey.
like, who thought of that? That's
That nigga
crazy
called the
stuff.
bowling balls the nigga eggs.
No, I know that. That's
Oh,
just
yeah.
crazy. That's just putting those 2 words after each other. Nigga and that's what I was
Hey, look,
trying to figure
but
out.
look,
if that really happened.
I heard the white boy
Crazy
tell the
stuff.
joke, and they was laughing. That niggas was going in, right? So me, I'm like, well, shit. I was in the military on recruiting duty, and they was like, anybody got any jokes they want to tell and shit, man? So I was like, man, I heard this joke on the TV, and I told that same joke, but my boss was black. That nigga said, man, get your motherfucking ass in my office right now. So I went in there. He was like, was it nigga eggs or nigger eggs? And I said, man, I had to think, nigga. I had to be like, damn. I said it was nigger eggs. And I didn't get in trouble. But if I would have told that nigga it was nigger eggs, but like this shit was just a bad, like what they say, like good wrong joke in the
yeah. You gotta read the room, my nigga. That's a part of comedy.
That nigga said the white boys, it's okay to tell them that shit because they gonna laugh, but you can't say that shit in front of no black folk, man.
Well, it's also delivery. You was in the military, y'all just got to do a push-up probably. Like this nigga ain't. It's hella other white people around. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but nah.
They gonna say nigga now because you saying nigga. He was trying to
all day, and that's what happened. But look, so at the end of this though, man, like what type of legacy are you trying to leave for yourself?
To be honest with you, my goal is to just be the best version of myself that I could be. So I'm trying to be one of the greatest, but really within I'm trying to be one of the greatest, and I want to help my next generations. And when I moved out here, I just wanted to change my family trajectory, but now I'm understanding that it's a little bit bigger than that. So my first goal is to give at least 25 million to and put it in Gary somehow. That's my first big goal.
I'll ask you so how all y'all hooked up from the Activated podcast? I know it's 3 of y'all. No, it's 4 right now, right? I know y'all got y'all got 4 people now, I think.
Yeah, it is. We got busy.
Yeah.
So me and Delaney, we knew each other from back at the crib in Indiana. We both from Indiana. I'm from Gary, like I said. He from Muncie, Indiana. I'm from the hood. He from Burn. I was talking about earlier. And so I went to Ball State, which is in Muncie. We met. We both worked at Lids. Since then, we didn't work 8 different jobs at the same place.
Damn.
And that's my nigga, man. So anyway, he moved here a year before me, and his roommate was Q, who also does the podcast. So when I moved here, me and Delaney lived together, and then him and Q was like, we want to start a podcast, and we just kind of did it. We've been doing it for 4 years, and about the 3rd year, we're kind of went towards activism, and it blew up ever since then. Now we're here. And
shout out Muncie. Shout out Muncie. Because we got one of the homies from Muncie we was in the military with, and Dub Ducey from Muncie.
Oh, y'all got
Dub Ducey.
Y'all got Dub Ducey on here? That's my name.
Oh yeah, we activated.
Yeah, that's the homie, yo. Dub is the homie, yo. Dub, hey, Dub cold too.
He cold as fuck. He cold as fuck. I said, bro, you live around all this corn and you snapping right now.
And he got time, shit.
I'm
tipped over 20 miles away.
Hey, I'm surprised LeBron ain't grabbed the LeBron joint, because I'm like, shit, nigga, that's a super fan song for you, my nigga. So you better grab that song and do something with it.
Yeah, he cold. He from the hood though. Don't let it fool you. Once together,
shout out Dub. But look, man, we appreciate you, bro. Like, we got to come pull up on you and catch a show, man. I got to fly out. I'm in Brooklyn. I got to come fly out there with me and Poe come check you out.
Next time you out here, man. I'm literally performing every week. Every week. I perform 5 days a week. Can I say something else to the comedians?
Yes, sir.
Comedians want to see this? Okay, so it's a couple more things real quick. You want to get up at least 6 times a week. And that's not 6 days a week, 6 times a week. You can get up more than once in a day sometimes. And that's having a microphone in your hand talking to. You want to write every day, every single day. It don't matter. Just write something. Just write something. Or do whatever your version of that is. I already said don't be a comedian. Be honest with yourself and tell your story. Tell the truth about yourself. Like you can't just make up some imaginary shit and be like, yeah, imagine if you can imagine something, but it has to come from a place of truth and honesty coming from yourself and being vulnerable. You got to talk about the most fucked up shit because that's why we all comedians in the first place. Boom. That's it.
Facts. And before we go, any shout outs other than the ones you gave already? Anybody that you forgot, you want to give them some love real quick before we go?
Shout out Q, Busy, Delaney, and follow the Activator Podcast at The Activator. Follow the Activator Podcast at The Activator Podcast, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter. Follow me, Real Walter Ford, on Instagram, Black Planet Farmers Only. eHarmony. No, I'm just
and shout out to you, bro, before we go, man. Like everybody we come in, we want them to have a good, positive experience with us.
Yeah,
you know
this was lit,
and
man.
you gave us a good conversation too.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I tried to get some value. I hope I did a little bit.
All day.
Y'all be having some lit motherfuckers on here. So I said, all right, let's bring something to the table. All right, all right.
We got niggas that just got out, fresh out.
For real, it was cool. I appreciate y'all. This was lit as fuck.
All right, come back, man. After you drop that special, we're gonna talk about it.
Let's get it going. I'm about it.
All day. Paul, you got anything before we roll? Hey, Paul Russell Simmons. Paul, you got anything before we get out of here?
Oh man, I'll holler at you later. Nice talking to you.
Hey, that's what he do every week. So I say, here to Russell Simmons. Thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night. He'll never